Hello everyone and welcome to FAMTech Smarter Design, leveraging technologies for strategic, connected project planning. Happening today, May 8th, 2025. We are so excited to have you join us in this virtual session. Thank you for being part of this innovative gathering where technology meets strategic design. In this session, expect practical insight on design innovation, smart technologies, and digital solution. Each track brings a fresh and unique perspective, so be sure to explore as many as you can throughout the event. To help you navigate this virtual experience, here's a quick guide. First, click on Introduction and Info for general event details and live session access. Check out Exhibitor section to explore featured products and chat directly with brand representatives. Need some help or have some question? Visit the community room to connect with our support team or raise any technical concerns. Need some help? After watching this session, don't forget to complete the quick post-track survey. 2 lucky viewers will win 250 GCash vouchers, and winners will be selected based on the number of correct answers across the tracks we have watched. That means the more tracks you explore and answer, the better your chances of winning. Camtech's marketing team will contact the winners after post-event validation. Are you thinking of joining us in person? We'd love to see you. Just head to the location menu for venue details and give our dedicated number a call to confirm your attendance on site. And while you're here, don't miss the exhibitor section where you can chat with our partner brands, discover new solutions, and even unlock exclusive offers. And if you need help along the way, the community room is always open for your questions and concerns. To stay updated and connected beyond today, simply scan the QR code that you can see on screen and follow FAMTech's official Viber and MS Teams communities. You'll get access to exclusive content, special offers, and timely event updates. If you need assistance, you can reach us out anytime through our email inquiry at famtech-innovative.com. You can also contact our hotline at 0968 614-0597. Also, be sure to follow FAMTech Innovative on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube for more updates. Just search our name on your favorite platform. And now, let's dive into today's track and hear from one of our incredible thought leaders. Enjoy and be inspired.
Hello, good day everyone. My name is Marco Gani, one of the Product Solutions Engineer in VST ECS Handling Adobe Creative Cloud. So today, before tayo mag-proceed with our main topic, I'd like to highlight some of key challenges that we face on our Adobe end user. So according to our survey, 59% of marketing teams reportedly that their creative teams are unable to keep up with the growing demand for content. The biggest question is why? Bakit sila nakaka-encounter or bakit hindi nila na take yung responsibility sa marketing teams, no? Or ba't hindi nila napupulpil or natapos? So, meron ako ditong 3 main reasons kung bakit sila nagkakaroon ng challenges. First thing is yung volume. When we say volume, alam naman natin kapag medyo malaki yung company, marami din yung workload na pumapasok sa atin. So, one of the challenges is yung volume. Second is yung time. We know that the single piece of content can take between 3 to 6 weeks to generate some design. And in terms of time, medyo matagal yun. No? Lalo na kapag nagmamadali or medyo urgent na yung mga designs na kailangan natin i-provide with our clients. And syempre, since it takes time, medyo lumalaki din yung nagagastos natin. That's why one of the challenges is yung cost. Okay? But to cover or to address those kind of challenges, I'd like to introduce yung Generative AI. So Generative AI is promises to transform how organizations scale content creation. First thing first is yung volume. When we say volume, it can automate creation of multiple variations with a single generations. So may kita nyo dito from my side, in just a single features, we can generate that. And then time, since through generation siya, mas mapapabilis yung pag-create natin ng mga design. No? Save time using the generative AI. And cost, since napapabilis and hindi tayo gumagastos ng time, it reduces yung cost na naggastos natin to take content using significant generation. Now, since generative AI na napag-usapan natin, I'd like to introduce yung new Creative Cloud All Apps. Ano pang bago dito with the Creative Cloud All Apps? So, bukod sa subscription na siya, alam na natin previously, naka-perpetual license tayo. With the new Creative Cloud All Apps, included pa rin naman dito yung desktop and mobile applications natin. Yung mga Photoshop, InDesign, Illustrator, Premiere Pro, and so on. So, lahat ng 30 plus desktop, web, and mobile application natin is included here. Creative Cloud All Apps. No? Nadagdagan yung mga mobile. But, ang pinaka-importante dito is yung admin console. No? So, ano nga ba yung admin console? Ito sa centralized management that can assign license and manage users. No? Once na ma-assign kasi natin yung users dun sa license, may marireceive silang get started notification. And from that, makukuha na nila agad yung installer. So, hindi na nila kailangan ng CD, no, ng serial number to install yung application. Just a link lang from the notification ni Adobe. Okay? So, mas pinadali and pina-convenient niya yung pag-install ng mga applications natin. Now, when we say team libraries, alam natin what of the requirements ng mga organization ngayon is we need to collaborate with our teams and colleagues alongside our organization. So, with the Creative Cloud All Apps, including dito yung team libraries, which is yung 1 terabyte na cloud storage, wherein you can store ng assets and also at the same time, you can share with your teams and colleagues. So, again, yun yung one of the features na naka-indicate dito sa Creative Cloud All Apps natin. And also, we have the generative AI. So, ano nga ba yung generative AI? Generative AI is a type of artificial intelligence that creates new data like images or text. By learning from existing data, it effectively visualizes and generates content to match what you describe and helps create, explore, and push boundaries. So, without further ado, I'd like to introduce kung ano yung mga one of the new updates here in Adobe Creative Cloud All Apps new. So finally, the capabilities to our flagship creative apps such as Photoshop and Illustrator, where it from or click and drag to your mouse and image generate. So with the Photoshop, meron tayong generative fill. With the generative fill, yun lang natin mag-select ng isang design and then using a text prompt, pag-create tayo ng design. So, may kita nyo dito sa generative fill na Photoshop natin, previously, nag-start siya from the scratch na lips lang talaga. And then, suddenly, nag-create siya ng square using a magic wand tool. And then, nag-type siya. Nagkaroon na kagad ng frog dito with our object. And then, movingly, we have the generative expand in design. So, as you can see on the photos of here on the images is meron tayong table tennis wall, di ba? And then, once na dinrag niya expand, na-fulfill yung bakanting space with that. Good thing with our design, mapapadali or hindi na magiging hassle yung pag-fulfill natin with the design. Hindi na natin kailangan i-resize, isipin ko ano yung mga pwede pang idagdag dito. So, using the generative expand here. And also, syempre, with the Lightroom, we have the generative remove. In just one click, once ma-highlight natin yung gusto natin i-click, and then click natin yung remove, mawawala na agad yung natin. And good thing, mas na-remove natin, hindi siya magiging transparent. Mapapalitan pa yung designs na ginawa natin, na parang hindi nahalata kung ano yung remove natin. And then, generative shape fill, as you can see, under ng Adobe Illustrator, meron tayo ditong butterfly na ginawa from pen tool. And then suddenly, nag-generate siya ng text with a array of butterflies, And then suddenly, na-fulfill yung design na naka-vector. So, good thing, which is upon creation ng mga vector arts under ng generative shape fill. And also, syempre, we have the Premiere Pro. Premiere Pro, we have the generative expand in beta. For example, may scene kayo na gustong i-extend, although medyo hindi niya na-meet yung sounds. So, and then may kita nyo dito, dinrag niya lang yung extend, and then suddenly, nag-extend na rin yung video natin. Good purpose siya, lalo na kapag lang sa pang production na hindi na natin pwedeng ulitin pa. No? Medyo magkakaroon tayo ng time-consuming when it comes to duplicating that scene. So again, this is one of the generative AI that powered by Firefly. So earlier, na-mention na natin yung Firefly. Ano nga ba yung Adobe Firefly natin? So, just to give an example, kung ano yung mga pwede natin showcase using the creative generative AI, we have the Adobe Firefly. No? Mobiles are trained on data set of licensed content such as Adobe Stock. No? So kung familiar kayo sa Adobe Stock assets, doon siya tinrain. But take note lang na yung pinag-trainan sa kanya is yung copyright niya is expired na. No? And hindi na wala na tayong ma-encounter na mga copyright issues. So again, we do not train and have never trained Adobe Firefly on user content. Di tayo gamit ng mga user content under ng training ng Adobe natin. More on sa expired copyright issue na sa under ng terms and conditions ng Adobe Stock. So good thing yun. Pwede tayo makapag-generate dito for our projects and also from our specific activity. So again, to highly introduce what is Adobe Firefly, meron ako dito short video what Adobe Firefly can do.
Future looks like wow. Oh wow. It's like wow. Yeah. Future looks like wow. Oh wow. And it starts right now. Future looks like wow. Go and get it, go and get it, go and get it, go. Go and get it, go and get it, go and get it, go. Go and get it, go and get it, go and get it, go. It's coming up right now, and it's looking like how? Wow. Wow. The future looks like and it starts right now. It's like wow, introduce ya. It's a brand new future.
Alright, wow. What do you think with Adobe Firefly? Interesting, right? I know interested na kayo how to create and generate with Adobe Firefly. But again, Adobe Firefly, your imagination's new best friend. Now, to give an idea, what are the features available here in Adobe Firefly, we have the text to image. But before that, I'd like to give an idea. Again, Adobe Firefly is a generative AI that can provide extraordinary design using a text prompt, and also we can edit and modify images using the features alongside with the Adobe Firefly. Now, to introduce one of the features available here is we have the text to image. So, ano bang nagagawa ng isang text to image? You need to describe an image using a text prompt. So, for example, this one, a man looking at his monitor and creating a manufacturing design with a top view using 3D bulk models in the lab. And then, suddenly, once na-click natin yung generate, magiging ganito yung output natin. So, and good thing, nasunod naman all of the example na provide natin. And again, I'm using, I think, Firefly 3 here in the example. But again, this is the text to image and this is how it works. Okay? So, some of questions na experience natin once pinapresent natin to. Photo lang ba? Realistic photo lang ba yung pwede natin i-provide with the generate? We have a settings right here, and for example, ang gusto nyo lang is art. We have options, no? And kung anong content type nun. So there's a lot of settings with the text to image features. Okay? And what? And for the next features is we have the generative fill. Ano bang nagagawa ng generative fill? Earlier, na-mention ka na pwede tayo mag-modify and mag-edit and also mag-add ang object dun sa design natin. So for example, this one, no, since summer na, yung example natin is summer beach tayo na. But unfortunately, nakukulangan tayo doon sa design, no, sa object natin. And gusto natin palitan into a polisher. So for example, this one, isa-select natin using a brush. tool yung t-shirt niya, and then once na ma-select natin, magiging ganito yung output here. And then once na mag-prompt tayo, a polo with a floral summer beach design attire. And then once na-click natin yung generate, magiging ganito yung output natin, or ganito yung ibibigay sa atin ni Adobe Firefly na output. So meron tayong 3 options for that design. So meron kayong variety to choose from, and you can generate again to see even more results, no? When we say, let's say, hindi kayo ganun ka-satisfied with the design, pwede pa kayo mag-click ng more. And also, kapag okay na kayo with the design, you can also click the keep button para pwede nyo na i-download yung design. So, again, this is the generative fill with the Adobe Firefly. Now, let's move on sa very promising na features na available with the Adobe Firefly. We have the generative expand. So, ano nga ba nagagawa na isang generative expand? So, from this one, may nakikita kayo dito na images na naka-landscape, no? And then suddenly, may nag-request sa inyo na gawing portrait, no? So, kapag babalik tayo sa traditional way of designing, medyo magiging malawak or magiging complex yung editing natin from landscape to portrait, no? Since, as you can see, hindi siya ganun kadaling i-portrait, no? Pero kung gusto niyo i-crop lang na pero kung gusto niyo most fully design yung images natin, we have the generative expand in the Adobe Firefly. Ngayon, paano natin siya gagawin? For example, this one. Once nakik natin generative fill under ng expand, meron tayong options for the aspect ratio, no? Kung gagawin ba natin siyang freeform, square, landscape, widescreen, and portrait. But based dun sa request natin, kailangan natin maging portrait. So once nakilip nyo yung portrait, and then mag-generate lang kayo, magiging ganito po yung output, no? So makikita kayo nyo kanina, earlier, yung naka-transparent, magiging portrait na siya or nalalagyan siya ng napupulfill ng AI natin yung design. So good thing, lalo na kapag need natin mag-change ng aspect ratio under ng expand. So we have the 3 option, and also we have the more button if you're not satisfied dun sa binigay sa yung output ni AI. And if possible naman sa inyo, if gusto niyo na itong design, you can also keep it. No? So there's a lot of options, and you can download each naman. Pwede nyo download lahat ng options. Now, what with the new update here in Adobe Firefly is we have the new generate video in beta, no? So, coming soon, as of now, naka-beta pa rin siya. Ang ginagawa natin dito, as you can see on the right side, i-describe nyo lang yung gusto nyo prompt, no? Once na click nyo, you can also click yung generate, and then suddenly, magpo-prompt na yung design. So, i-explain nyo lang, mas maganda, mas detailed, no? Para napupulfill niya bawat nilagay nating paragraph dito sa generate video natin. Okay? Now, one of the upcoming videos then, or upcoming features na available here in Adobe Firefly is we have the lip sync. So, for example, this one, naka-English siya. And then suddenly, gusto nyo translate into French, no? Into Filipino. You can use this new translate and lip sync APIs. Actually, hindi naman yung pagta-translate ng word yung hina-highlights dito. Kung paano niya sinasabi yung mga words. As you can see on the mouth, no? Very natural, and makikita nyo hindi halatang binago yung pagka-translate niya sa lip sync. No? Kahit magkakaiba ng wordings yung sinasabi. So, yun yung highlights ng Adobe Translate and Lip Sync in APIs. So, moving forward, for the last features na magiging available under ng Adobe Creative Cloud and Adobe Firefly is we have the generating new product concept trained to the brand. All we need to do is to change yung color, generate tayo ng compositions, no? Mag-upload tayo ng reference, and then suddenly doon na natin i-change yung mga design. So, good thing to, lalo na pag may mga gusto kayong reference sa pag-ayan, pwede natin gamitin tong example, no? So, this good thing with the Firefly, pwede natin i-adapt. Hindi lang, and lalo na kapag meron na tayong mga existing projects na ginagamitan ng designs, no? So, pwede natin i-upload yun dito with Adobe Firefly, and we can enhance it using the generative AI alongside with the Adobe Firefly. Okay? Now, the question here is, How can I have an access with Adobe Firefly? If you avail Creative Cloud All Apps subscription, it's already included with your subscription. No? Once na may Creative Cloud All Apps kayo, kindly log into firefly.adobe.com and log in your credentials using a username, password, and dedicated organization. And then suddenly you can enjoy the Adobe Firefly features and functionality earlier that I mentioned and I discussed. Then generative credits, when it talks about generative credits, it enable use of generative AI features powered by Firefly in applications to which you are entitled. For example, you have Creative Cloud All Apps for Teams, and then yung monthly generative credits natin for this one is 1,000. No? So, kada click natin ng generate, it consumed by 1 generative credits at a time. So, no need, and good thing, wala na tayong extra fees for that. No? So, included yun with our subscription rin naman. So, no need to worry about extra fees. No? Hindi tayo sisingin ulit ng panibagong fees regarding the generative credits standard. So, may 2 types kasi tayo, which is yung premium and standard. As of now, since nakabenta pa yung mga text to video, ang available pa lang sa atin is yung standard, which is yung standard generative credits. Okay? Now, Firefly is designed for enterprise needs, integrated into workflows. So Adobe AI is trained on Adobe Stack with more than 400 million assets. This means that you will not get into any legal complications over copyright infringement of content generated by Firefly. So good thing kapag meron tayong mga projects na paggagamitan, pwede natin siyang gamitin. Wala tayong encounter na any commercial use issues. Okay, so good thing with the Adobe Firefly. And also, our generative credits consume. Paano nga ba natin siya na-consume? Pwede natin sa Firefly nga lang ba? With this slide, pwede natin siya gamitin with Adobe Illustrator. Earlier, na-mention ko rin kung saan may mga generative AI, right? Sa Adobe Illustrator, Express, and also with Adobe Photoshop. So, doon natin pwede gamitin yung generative credits na mga na-mention ko earlier. Okay, copyright issue again. This is commercially safe and no IP infringement. So, pwede natin gamitin to with our projects. Now, for example, tala naman tayo with the next update in Adobe. We have the Adobe Express. So, creative teams are capacity, repetitive integration tasks that limit their time for high-value creative work. So, for example, ito as a graphic designer. Tamang work lang, and then suddenly, biglang may na-receive ka isang notification, naging 2, naging 3, and then tumami na. So, as a designer, kailangan natin i-fulfill lahat ng request. And then, at the same time, urgent, So, with Adobe, and then, nag-iisip ka ng mga content creations, hindi lang yun, Once na masubmit mo na yung mga design, may mga revision ka pa na kailangan gawin. So, paano natin fulfill lahat to? With Adobe Express, so Adobe Express is our answer to allow companies to create content that is beautiful, compelling, safe, and brand. So, let's dig in on Adobe Express that can do and why it's different. So, meron ako dito short video kung ano yung mga possible ways or features and functionality na available with Adobe Express. Let's enjoy this.
Welcome to the future. Let's get it. Won't stop, we just beginning. Came here one goal to win it. Fight them right to the finish. Let's go, we on it. Toss people, power running. Our lives on this, just watch. Bet you can't guess what's coming next. Get ready, oh hey. We on that next level. We up on that next. Up on that next. We up on that next. On that next. medal. Get ready, away. We on that next
Alright, with
level.
Adobe Express, we can level up our design and catalogs. So, ano nga ba si Adobe Express? Tinatawag siyang all-in-one editor. So, when we say all-in-one editor, we can edit photos, videos, and PDFs alongside with Adobe Express features and functionality. And also, we can work together here in Adobe Express. If you need Teams collaborations, uploading your assets on the cloud storage base, we can use it. And we can share it real time, no? So, meron tayo kasing features na ganun. For example, may design kayo and suddenly gusto nyo i-share yan with teams of colleagues for a revision. You can share it, no? Real time and may kita nyo kung ano yung ini-edit niya on that side. Animate from audio, actually, this is one of my favorite features and functionality in the Adobe Express. You can put an animations on photos, text here at Adobe Express, and also meron tayong tinatawag na animate from character. So, meron dun character sa template, and then once na nag-record ka ng voice, idadub yun or ililipsync yun ng character na pinik mo. So, ganun nag-work yung animate from audio ni Adobe Express. So, one of my favorite. Na-share ko lang, pero favorite ko talaga yung features na yun. And then, syempre, in terms of conveniently, when convenience yung pinag-uusapan, you have a professionally designed template. Actually, millions of template is available here. And photos and stock video assets is available here in Adobe Express. So, pwede natin gamitin with our brands and projects. Now, the quick and easy app to create on our brand content, since earlier, may kita natin, and ang pinoprovide nga ni Adobe Express is to create and into a easy way. Adobe Express allows the creatives to lock certain aspects of the content to ensure brand consistency while empowering the non-creatives to make simple adaptation, thus protecting the business and brand. No? So, if you have a brand, no, pwede natin pang gamitin si Adobe Express. So, let me share use cases of Adobe Express here. So, saan ba natin siya pwedeng gamitin? If you have self-serve on brand, event collateral, talent marketing, employees comms, localized assets. Those mentioned use cases is pwede natin gamitin yung Adobe Express with our features and functionality, and also yung mga templates na available here. Okay? Meron ako itong short video from our one of his cases, which is yung Densu. So, nag-share sila on how to use yung Adobe Express, kung paano nila ginagamit, no? Or paano sila nagde-design. So, from this one, with the Densu, no, recently went through a global rebrand that consolidate 160 brand into 6 and took opportunity to drive brand consistency across the business and establish globally recognized identity. So, meron silang brand and suddenly gusto nilang i-edit. One of the our end user shared the experience using the Adobe Express here. I think no need to end the video, but again, I think this is my last slide, and this is Marco Gani, always reminding you to stay creative, and AI is only a tool and cannot replace human being. So this is Marco, and thank you everyone for listening.
Hello and good morning. This time, we will go to the Adobe's Document Cloud. Now, if a while ago you witnessed the creative cloud of Adobe, this time we have a more documentation part of Adobe, okay? So allow me to reintroduce to everyone the Adobe Document Cloud. Okay, so if in the Creative Cloud, we are bombarded with many applications, which are all useful, by the way. Now, in Adobe Document Cloud, we only have 3 major applications. The first is the Acrobat, the one that specializes in document editing, or PDF editor for short. Yes, you've heard it right. PDFs can be editable through the use of Acrobat Pro. And this time with Acrobat Sign, the one with the purple icon is focused on e-signature workflow. So if your organization is more on the signature workflow only and not focusing on the PDF editing conversion, you can opt to choose Acrobat Sign. And of course, the latest in Adobe Document Cloud is the AI Assistant. And yes, you've heard it correctly again. Even in the Document Cloud, there is an AI Assistant. Okay. Now, all of these products, we will go through this one by one, but not so very in-depth discussion. Okay. Let's just have an idea for each. Okay. Now, how many times you want to edit all of your PDFs, but you just have to copy and paste all of the contents to a new file or Word editor. So I tell you, good luck in trying to edit a PDF by copy pasting it to your Word file because it tends to mess up. Okay, but in Acrobat, all of those are possible. Okay, using Acrobat, all of your tools are already enabled with all of these functions. Okay, you can edit, you can convert, you can reorder the page. So how many times do you want to just swap the page from page 3 to page 6, for example? Now you can also do that with Acrobat Pro. And also, when it comes to making your files more secured, password protection is also included in Acrobat Pro. So always remember, just by looking at this red icon, when you see that red Acrobat icon, it's more on the PDF, conversion, editing, protection, etc. Okay, you can even compare files on the Acrobat Pro, can see what page were changes, what particular section of the page were changed, and so on. Okay, you can do so much more with comparing your files. You can also compress your PDF. For example, you want to send it over an email, but it's just too large. You can trust Adobe Acrobat Pro in reducing its size into an optimal size one. Also, you can do the scanning of OCR and creation of web forms. And by the way, you can also perform e-signatures. You can request it to have others sign your paperworks. But speaking of which, if you want your e-signatures to be applied in your whole organization, that is where you want to go with Acrobat Sign. Now, in Acrobat Sign, you cannot edit PDFs. However, the strength and the focus lies on the e-signature solution itself. Now, imagine the scenario that you want to have your paper signed by 3 people. In the conventional way, you want to go to their offices. Let's say person number 1 is within your office. Person number 2 is across other town or out of town, but person number 3 is really far away from you. Now, in the conventional way, we tend to go there manually or even print the file itself. And that costs us, especially in the paper and the ink. But with Acrobat Sign, not only are you going to save up the cost by reducing the task of printing, but also you will save time, especially because all you have to do is plan ahead of time. Who are the recipients? What are their sequence in signing the paper? And let Adobe Acrobat Sign do the work of transferring it for you. So Adobe will automatically forward the e-signature request to the next person every time a recipient signs. So I know some of you, or if not most of you, are already familiar with Acrobat Sign. It changes the way our businesses transact. So gone are the days that you have to print out your paperworks and have them signed manually. In Acrobat Sign, saving time is also saving money. And of course, AI Assistant is already here. The touch of artificial intelligence in our document is already here. Okay? But worry no more. AI in Adobe is always safe, regardless if it's Creative or Document Cloud. Now, in AI Assistant, imagine the scenario that you have received a multiple page document and you really just don't have the time to scan through all the document just looking for a single answer. Now, what AI Assistant will do is to summarize it for you if you ask it to, or answer the questions for you also if you ask it to. That's why AI Assistant says that all you have to do is ask. Okay? Once again, don't worry, all of the artificial intelligence that we're using in Adobe are already commercially safe. Okay? And of course, all of these looks and sounds very promising. But how is it like to use the AI assistant? Okay, now for the convenience of everyone, I have already shared the whole screen itself to simulate to you how it's like to use AI assistant. And so for that, let me get out of this presentation real quick and let's simulate. All right. So let's say this time I have an open file named, this is a very technical file. And as you can see, it contains both text, pictures, illustration, and numbers. Now, what I want to do is, this is, by the way, a sample research paper, which consists both quantitative and qualitative information. But I want a assistant as a perspective of a professor. For example, I wanted to know, did the researchers provide 3 design variants? Now, for example, I'm just a professor who really wants to check if there are 3 design variants. I don't want to scan through all the document. And there, AI assistant will give you an answer. Okay, and it will summarize you. And mind you, it doesn't just give you plain answers. It gives you references. And we know that these days, reference is very important. Now, if you want to double check where it got its information from, you can simply click on this one, design variant 1, design variant 2, design variant 3. Okay, so the references are always there. Okay, you can always be sure that all of the information are acquired in a systematical way. Okay, now let's ask AI assistant for a much more powerful request. Okay, this time I want a more daring request. Let's say I want to tabulate all of the specifications. Okay, this time I want to be on the perspective of a student who wants to tabulate all of the specifications because I need it for my PowerPoint presentation. So what I want to do is click here on still on the chat box of our AI assistant and type in the prompt, please tabulate all the specifications of all the design variants. Now imagine you're a student who needs to present this in less than an hour and you need to compile all of the information. And there you go, by scanning all of these 92-page document, as you can see, AI assistant was able to extract all of this information. Imagine doing this manually. Imagine spending all day just to compile all of this. But AI assistant was able to do this in a matter of seconds. So that's how powerful AI assistant for Adobe is. You can simply copy this and paste this to your presentation, and then you can present the tabulated version of your information to your to everyone. Okay, so that's one of the powers of AI assistant, the power to extract the information, whether it's quantitative or qualitative. All right, so let's try to ask it a bit of a more decision making question. Okay, we're not asking a assistant to decide for us, but we're asking it to get some insights. Okay, so that we can it can help us to decide. Okay, so let's ask this time, were the researchers successful in showcasing a winning design variant? Once again, the context here is that this is a research paper and I am a professor this time. I want to check if the research was successful. And yes, it provides us this suggestion that it's been a successful one. Okay, and of course, it doesn't necessarily just tell us it's successful or not. It provides justification. So right now, it gives us these factors why it said that we were successful. You can simply uh, scroll down to check all of these references there. So that's the power of AI assistant. Okay. Now moving on to another sample file. Now let's have the the actual building code of the Philippines. This is a public document for everyone's reference. And let's say you want to build your, or not build necessarily, you want to renovate. Okay, so how many of us here plans to renovate their second floor but have no idea whether they need to secure a building permit or not? So worry no more. All you have to do is ask a assistant. So a assistant, if I wanted to just have my second floor renovated, do I need to secure a building permit? Now let's ask a assistant this time. So there. So some of us already thought that it's just renovation. You don't need building permit. But actually, based from this building code, yes, you need to secure a building permit for renovating your second floor. According to section 103B, this is where I'm saying that it has always reference. Okay, all you need to do is click here on the source, and it will bring you to where it got its information from. Okay. Now, one very clever approach is to actually speak in Filipino or in your preferred language. Let's say you forgot you were talking to a assistant, and out of a sudden you just typed in, ganun ba? Paano kung gusto ko lang pinturahan yung bahay ko? Out of a sudden you decide to speak it like a friend, a dear friend of yours who is also a Filipino. So let's check if a assistant can understand it. So there, it can even understand you. If you're only repainting your house, you generally do not need to secure. Okay, because blah blah, it does not involve alteration, addition, etc. Okay, we're not here to discuss the building code itself. Okay, but if ever you want it to be a more Filipino touch, you can simply request, sorry, pwede mo ba akong kausapin ng Filipino? So we can actually request AI assistant to do that for us. And there, as you can see, with an emoticon included. Kung gagawin mo lang ang pagpipintura ng bahay, kadalasan ay hindi blah blah. Okay, so you can always ask a assistant in your documents. Okay? All right, so let's say I want to, sige pre, salamat. Let's say what IA assistant will be telling us after we just tell them thank you in Tagalog, and we expect them to just say you're welcome. Okay, walang anuman. Okay, so as you can see, it matches our preference. That's 2 out of the 3 document I want to showcase. Now this time, let's be a more unique approach, okay? Let's say you want to open a file which is not really a document of a text, but how about on some forms of PDF? We have this very traditional song in the Filipino, the Bahay Kubo. But this is not a PDF about the lyrics. It's not about the research. This is actually a music sheet. So is AI assistant smart enough to comprehend that this is a music sheet? Actually, it shows just on the overview itself, it is a musical score of the lyrics, okay, or the lyrics of the traditional Filipino folk song. Okay, and even if there's no such thing as traditional Filipino folk song included here, AI assistant already contextualizes this one. Okay, that it has already performed its research that it's a traditional Filipino folk song. Now, I want to challenge AI assistant. I believe this is in a different key, but okay, for those who know the context, okay, let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. If the song is in key of B flat instead, what should the chord on the 15th bar be? Now, this is a very challenging question to AI Assistant because AI Assistant is designed for documents, but yes, it can really contextualize. As you can see, if the song is transposed to the key of B flat, the chord in the fifth bar, originally D7, should be in the key of C. So most probably it's referring here. So there, you can even use this on versatile applications. One last demonstration, a more sales approach one. Okay, so let's close all of these. Let's say I want to open this one PDF file and one Word file. I click on it. Okay, let's say I just wanted to open the receipt. Okay, I just wanted to open this one, the receipt. Let's close the rest of our files in here. Okay, so let's try to focus on the receipt, and this is an official receipt with the multiple files, multiple articles bought by a customer. Now I want to add file, and as you can notice, this additional file that I am trying to open is not actually okay. Let's say this one. This is not a PDF file, but I want to add a Word file. So one Word file and then one PDF file. But AI Assistant can cater that. Okay, it can handle multiple files, even in different formats. Okay, so right now it's opening both the PDF and the Word file simultaneously, and it's now processing the two documents. It's trying to make sense what these two documents is all about. Okay, what are they related to each other, and what is the context of the whole? Okay, now the document is an official receipt of etc. etc. Now, actually, this is a sample official receipt. For example, sold to Mr. Gani. Now, I want to ask AI assistant. Mr. Gani got mad at me, accusing accusing me. Oops, sorry. Of